Okay, folks, let's look at homosexuality and the AIDS virus. Did they ever actually prove it was a homosexual disease at all? Did they ever actually produce evidence that it was a sexually transmitted disease for homosexuals? Think about it. Had they ever proved it? From my research, they didn't. They just suppositioned it, because mostly homosexuals were catching it with certain types of other diseases. And once they were able to identify the disease, they noticed mostly homosexuals had it. And they determined it to be a sexually transmitted disease, even though they couldn't prove it was sexually transmitted. Even to today, they cannot prove that a homosexual actually catches AIDS from another homosexual during sex. I thought that was amazing when I found that out. And that's one of the reasons I did my research on AIDS and sores, which you can find in other areas of my YouTube, where I've discussed this. Basically, you have to have some sort of blood access. Semen to blood, or blood to semen, or blood to blood. Usually this occurs during, say, a hemorrhoid busting or starting to bleed, or a groin sore, i.e. HSV2, which is herpes simplex virus number 2, which generally affects that part of the body. One of those sores may bleed, allowing access to the bloodstream, whether infected or not, thus giving the possibility of an infection. But let's look at, how did they ever come up with it was a homosexual disease that came through sex? I can't see where they even proved that. It's been what, almost 40 years now? They've been saying it's a homosexual disease, but they can't even prove that it was actually caught through sex? They couldn't prove how it got in the bloodstream. Even to today, except for my sores thing, there is no proof of access to the bloodstream any other way from any study ever done. And yet they say this is a homosexual disease, and that it is a STD, and that they've proven it's an STD when they have not even got beyond supposition. They had no proof. Think about that. You guys have a good one. Thomas Willis out.